11 Things Men Do That Make Women Melt. Old Stoic Wisdom. As you're reading this, one thing is crystal clear. You want to understand what truly makes a woman fall deeply, passionately, and irresistibly in love with a man. Let me make one thing clear from the start. It's not about your looks. It's not about being flawless or meeting some impossible ideal. It's about the subtle, meaningful actions you take, often without even realizing it, that stir emotions in her heart in ways she can't ignore. Think for a moment. Have you ever encountered a woman who made your heart race with just a smile? Who had that magnetic presence that lit up the room? Or maybe just thinking about her made you feel a warmth inside, even when she wasn't around. Now imagine being the one who makes her feel exactly the same way. Today, we're going to uncover 11 things men do that can make a woman fall so deeply in love she can't picture her life without you. Trust me, some of these actions are so subtle, yet so powerful, they have the potential to forge a bond so strong that it lasts a lifetime. So, grab a drink, get comfortable, and stay with me until the end. You won't want to miss a single insight. Before we dive in, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss the weekly relationship wisdom I share. Let's begin. 1. When you genuinely listen to her. When you genuinely listen to her, you create a bond that goes far beyond the surface level of any conversation. It's easy to mistake listening for simply hearing her words. But the truth is, real listening requires something much deeper. Women, by nature, don't always express their emotions the way men do. Society often encourages them to be strong, stoic, and to keep their feelings inside, pushing them to face their struggles alone. This conditioning can make it difficult for women to open up and show vulnerability. But despite these expectations, every woman, at her core, craves someone who will listen, not just hear, but truly understand what's in her heart. When you listen to her without interrupting, without rushing to offer solutions, and without judgment, you give her a gift that is often rare and deeply appreciated. You create an environment where she feels safe, valued, and most importantly, connected to you. This is the power of the old Stoic wisdom. True strength isn't in having all the answers or dominating the conversation, but in having the iron mind and emotional discipline to sit still, absorb, and truly engage. When you listen with your heart, not just your ears, you are showing a level of emotional intelligence that she finds not only comforting, but magnetic. To make an even more lasting impact, remember the little things she shares with you, those small details about her past, her aspirations, or the stress she's enduring. Bring them up later, and you'll show her that her words were more than just fleeting thoughts to you. When she notices that you've held on to those little moments, it shows her that you're truly present, that her feelings and her voice matter to you. That's how you build a lasting connection, not through grand gestures, but through small, consistent acts of attentiveness and empathy. These are the types of moments that make her heart melt and remind her why she feels so deeply connected to you. So be the man who practices the Stoic principles of restraint and emotional clarity. Be the man who listens with the intention to understand, not just to respond. A woman will never forget a man who listens with sincerity, and you'll realize that the quiet moments of understanding will often speak louder than any action. This type of genuine attentiveness goes far beyond anything superficial. It's about showing her that her voice, her thoughts, and her emotions are heard and valued in a way that only the most disciplined, emotionally aware men can achieve. And in doing so, you create a bond that is built on trust, respect, and the kind of emotional depth that transcends the ordinary. This is the power of listening. It's a form of strength that will not only make her heart melt, but will also ensure that she stays connected to you in a way that few men ever manage to achieve. 2. When you say her name with love. There's a reason why a person's own name is often considered the sweetest sound to their ears. It's more than just a combination of letters. It represents who they are, their essence. But when you, as a man, say her name with warmth, affection, or even playful teasing, it can make her heart skip a beat. It's one of those little things that can send a powerful ripple of emotion through her. Think about it. When you call her name like that, it's not just about speaking a word, it's about how you say it. Imagine saying, "You know what, Emily? You're incredible." Or maybe when you're playfully teasing her, "Oh, come on, Sarah. Don't act so sweet. I know what you're really up to." Can you feel the difference? It's intimate. It's special. It makes her feel seen and appreciated in a way that nothing else quite does. When you use her name like this, you're not just calling her. You're reinforcing a connection that goes deeper than words. It's a subtle way to make your bond more personal, more emotionally rich. And believe me, she will notice. She will feel it. This is one of those practices that goes beyond just a nice thing to do. It's deeply rooted in the Stoic rules of relationship building. In Stoicism, wisdom teaches us to recognize and appreciate the people around us, not just in grand gestures, but in the smallest, most meaningful ways. Saying her name with affection is a practice of acknowledgement and presence. It tells her that you are there, fully, in the moment with her. When you call her name in this way, you're not just repeating a sound. You're making her feel important. You're validating her. And that, gentlemen, is a simple yet profound way to build a stronger emotional connection. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be flashy. It's about showing up with emotional intelligence and offering something real. It's practical stoicism at work. Think about how you feel when she says your name. You don't just hear it, you feel it. That warmth, that affection, that connection. It makes you feel wanted and valued. The same applies when you do it for her. When you say her name, you're creating an intimate exchange. You're telling her, "You matter to me." And that message lands every time. Don't ignore the power of this small act. Don't let the moment pass by. When you say her name with warmth, you're opening a door to a deeper connection. You're inviting her into your world in a way that words alone can't do. And if you're looking for a stronger relationship, this simple act of love and attention is one you can't afford to overlook. In the paths of wisdom we follow, relationships are built on trust, emotional depth, and those small moments of recognition. Calling her name in a way that makes her feel special is a key part of that. It's a small thing, yes, but it's also one of the most powerful things you can do to strengthen the emotional fabric of your connection. So don't just speak her name. Say it with meaning. Say it with warmth. Let her know that you truly see her and appreciate her. This is where connection begins. This is where intimacy grows. And this is where your relationship will thrive. If you found this valuable, comment below and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Comment to remember. I create meaningful connections with warmth and presence. By commenting this, you're reminding yourself and others that every little gesture matters when building emotional depth in relationships. 3. When you embrace your masculine energy. Let me make one thing clear. Embracing your masculinity doesn't mean being domineering, arrogant, or cold. It's not about hiding your emotions, being emotionally distant, or trying to exert control over others. True masculine energy is about owning your confidence, leading with integrity, taking responsibility, and remaining steadfast in your convictions. It's about being resolute in your purpose, remaining calm under pressure, and standing tall in the face of adversity. You must understand that true masculinity is rooted in discipline, wisdom, and a sense of responsibility. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the foundation of masculine power. Your reaction, your response to challenges, and your ability to remain unwavering when the world is pushing against you. You must not wait for the world to change. Instead, you must lead it through your actions and mindset. In today's world, many men lose touch with their masculine energy, distracted by external pressures and unrealistic expectations. But true strength comes when you stop seeking validation and instead seek mastery over yourself. Your power lies in your ability to focus on what truly matters: your goals, your growth, and your values. Masculine energy is about taking decisive action, being unafraid of hard work, and making decisions with conviction. You must carry yourself with authority, not arrogance, but the kind of grounded, silent confidence that comes from knowing you are in control of your destiny. The modern world is constantly shifting, and the pressures on men to succeed, to lead, and to perform are relentless. But the Stoic wisdom of Epictetus reminds you to focus on the one thing you can control: yourself. He who is brave is free, he said, and it's in that bravery that you find your true freedom. To embrace your masculinity is to embrace that courage, the courage to stand firm in your principles, to take ownership of your life, and to never shy away from the challenges that come your way. When you live with this kind of resolve, you start to attract the respect and admiration of those around you. Women, in particular, are naturally drawn to men who exude this strength and calm confidence. It's not about being domineering or controlling, but rather creating a dynamic in which your strength is a source of stability and safety. Your masculinity is magnetic when it is grounded in Stoic principles. As Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." A man who is self-sufficient, who needs little from the world around him, is a man who can lead with authority and inspire those around him. When you operate from a place of self-mastery, you create an aura of power that can't be ignored. This is the energy that will win respect, admiration, and true connection. Women are drawn to this energy because it creates balance. Your masculine energy complements their feminine energy, allowing both of you to fully express yourselves in a way that fosters mutual respect and understanding. The key is consistency. Don't just display this energy in moments of crisis or when you're trying to impress someone. Make it a part of who you are. Live by the principles of self, discipline, honor, and courage every single day. Make sure your actions align with your words and that your intentions are rooted in integrity. When you do this, your masculine energy becomes unstoppable. You become the man who sets the tone for others, the man who others look to for strength, wisdom, and leadership. This is how you master life. This is how you win, not just in relationships, but in every aspect of your existence. You must continually push yourself to grow, evolve, and remain unshaken by the distractions of the modern world. As Epictetus reminds us, man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. The only real threat to your power is the doubt you allow to take root in your mind. Push past that. Be decisive. Be determined. Embrace your masculinity, for it is in this embrace that you find victory, purpose, and unshakable strength. Live by this code, and you will become the man you were always meant to be, an unstoppable force, the embodiment of Stoic wisdom, and a master of your own destiny. 4. When you laugh at her jokes. Never underestimate the power of a good laugh. It's not just about whether her jokes are genuinely funny. It's about the deeper connection that forms when you laugh together. You don't need to fake it. If you find her funny, let her know. If you don't laugh just to please her. But if you truly appreciate her humour, show it. Women, especially those who value Old Stoic wisdom and have an iron mind, are drawn to men who can enjoy and embrace their more playful, silly, and sometimes goofy side. There's something magnetic about a man who can not only tolerate her humour, but can also find joy in it. When you laugh with her, it creates a safe space for both of you to be yourselves, free from pretenses or judgment. And that, right there, is one of the most attractive qualities a man can offer. This isn't just about laughing at her jokes, it's about what it signifies: the ease of connection, the lack of barriers, the willingness to engage with her on a deeper level. Imagine it. When you laugh at her jokes, no matter how silly they might seem, you're showing her that you appreciate her essence. You're telling her that, in this moment, her quirks and her imperfections are exactly what make her, well, her. And that's more than enough. That's something rare in a world where many are trying to fit into a mould. constantly hiding parts of themselves. And here you are, laughing with her, letting her know that it's okay to be a little goofy or offbeat. The iron mind that comes with Stoic principles, self-control, emotional resilience, and inner peace teaches men that genuine emotional connections are built on vulnerability, and sharing moments of joy and lightness is a key part of that. Laughing together creates a space where she feels understood, accepted, and valued. It's that simple moment of laughter that can go a long way in strengthening your bond and making her feel more confident in the relationship. What's most important here is the authenticity of the connection. It's not about pretending to like her jokes. It's about finding a moment of joy in her humour. Women are naturally drawn to men who appreciate them fully, including the playful, light-hearted parts. The next time she cracks a joke, whether it's genuinely funny or just an the wall attempt, don't hold back. Give her the gift of your laughter, a reminder that she doesn't need to be perfect to win your approval. In the long run, those moments of shared laughter can create a stronger, more intimate connection, and that's ultimately what makes you irresistible to her. This approach to connection reflects old Stoic wisdom, the balance of emotions, the art of letting go, and the ability to be present in the moment. Laughter, especially when shared, connects people in a profound way. It allows men to relax and open up, showing their true selves. So don't just listen when she tells a joke. Laugh. Don't overthink it. Embrace the moment, and watch how this simple act of joy pulls you closer to her, making your bond stronger and more irresistible. If you found this insight valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Comment to remember. Laughter is the bridge that connects hearts and builds genuine bonds. 5. When you show her respect. Respect isn't just a nice to have, it's the foundation of any relationship. Without it, everything falls apart. A woman wants to feel like her man truly understands her thoughts, her dreams, her goals, and yes, even her struggles. Without respect, nothing else matters. A woman wants to feel seen. She doesn't want to feel like just another person in the crowd. She wants to know that you see her, value her, and respect what she brings to the table. And when you show respect, not just through words, but through your actions, you build something solid, something lasting. It's not about merely saying the right things. It's about showing her, consistently, that you respect her in every way. One of the Stoic rules that stands the test of time is this: respect for others is the highest form of virtue. This is an ancient path of wisdom that has echoed through the ages. When you respect a woman, you elevate her. You make her feel important. And when she feels important, when she feels like you genuinely value her, she will fall for you. Men who respect their partners don't just give a nod to their achievements. They actively help build them up. This is practical Stoicism in action. You can influence how she sees herself, helping her believe in her potential, even in the face of doubt. And when you give her this kind of respect, she will cherish you. It's that simple. But here's the truth. This isn't a one-way street. Respect is a reciprocal force. When you show her respect, you give her the space to grow, to thrive, and to be her best self. She won't just stand by your side. She will walk beside you, lifting you as you lift her. When you respect her, you're giving her the freedom to be herself, and that's something that can't be faked. Respect is more than listening to her talk. It's valuing her opinions, her dreams, her challenges, and her views. A woman who feels respected is a woman who feels heard. She doesn't want to be put on a pedestal, but she does want to know you see her as an equal, someone with value. And that's a rare gift. When a man makes his woman feel respected, she won't just appreciate it, she will deeply cherish it. The Stoics always said, respect is earned through consistent action, not empty promises. Show up, be there for her, listen to her, support her through the ups and downs. This is what creates trust, loyalty, and true connection. But here's the key. Respect is not one-sided. When you give it, you must also expect it in return. Relationships don't thrive on one person giving all the respect, while the other simply receives. True, lasting respect is a two-way street. The Stoic wisdom here is clear. Respect creates balance, trust, and stability in a relationship when it's mutual. So don't take this for granted. Be the man who makes his woman feel valued, not by treating her like royalty, but by genuinely respecting her strengths, her intelligence, and her independence. This is what will truly set you apart. You don't have to say all the right things, but you must show it through your actions. Be the man who uplifts her, supports her growth, and encourages her to be her best self. When you give her this kind of respect, you'll see how much deeper she will love you. Embrace these Stoic principles in your relationship. Show her respect at every turn and watch how it transforms the dynamic. Be the man who makes her feel like a queen, not because you put her on a pedestal, but because you genuinely value her as an equal. 6. When you give her space without drama. In the journey of understanding relationships, one of the most powerful and irresistible things a man can do is give his partner space without creating drama. It might sound counterintuitive, but this principle, grounded in ancient wisdom, still holds true today. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." In the context of relationships, this means allowing space, not out of neglect, but to give both individuals the time and freedom to grow. A confident, mature man understands that sometimes his partner needs room to breathe. It's not a sign of dissatisfaction or a reflection of his own worth. It's simply about her needing time to process, reflect, and recalibrate. By recognizing this, you as a man can let go of the pressure and give her the space she requires. When you allow her to breathe without the drama of clinging, she will miss you. And when she does, she will come back to you, not out of obligation, but out of choice, bringing with her a stronger connection and a deeper bond. This is the power of space. It's a principle that leads to victory in the long run. As Epictetus wisely stated, what upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about these things. When you offer space, you aren't abandoning her. You are showing her respect and confidence in the relationship. It demonstrates maturity, and it shows that you understand that love does not have to be about constant proximity, but mutual trust. When a man truly embraces this principle, he wins in life. You must understand that independence is a powerful force. When she sees that you can have your own space without losing your love for her, it creates an unshakable trust. She knows that when you come together, it's not out of need, but out of genuine desire. The more you cultivate this emotional freedom, the more she will be drawn to you. It's the law of attraction in its purest form. No drama, no tension, just two individuals who respect each other's individuality. Here's the key. When she sees you living with this freedom and independence, she will be magnetically drawn to you. She will respect you. She will love you deeper. A modern, successful relationship thrives on the understanding that independence is not the opposite of love, but its foundation. You win when you embrace the space that allows both of you to grow. Take it from the Stoics. True victory comes from self-control, understanding, and the ability to let go when needed. Let go of the drama. Give her space without insecurity or fear. When you do, you won't just gain her admiration. You'll win her heart. You'll master this art and see your relationship thrive in ways most will never understand. In a world that demands constant presence and noise, your ability to step back and give her space will make you the one she cannot live without. That's how you win. That's how you master life. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 7. When you support her dreams. Supporting her dreams is more than just an act of kindness. It's a reflection of an old Stoic wisdom that reveals true strength in a relationship. It's the backbone of enduring love and partnership. Don't just be the guy who watches her chase her dreams. Be the one who stands beside her, unwavering and supportive, especially when the world seems uncertain. You must recognize that it takes an iron mind to pursue your deepest passions, and for a woman, having someone who believes in her with that same stoic principle can change everything. Think about it. What would it feel like to share your biggest dream with someone, only to be met with laughter or doubt? Heartbreaking, right? But imagine the opposite, when you reveal your deepest aspirations, and instead of dismissal, the person you care about looks into your eyes and says, "I believe in you. I know you can do it." That moment, the one where she stands firm in her belief of you, is more powerful than words can express. It's the foundation of trust and genuine admiration. Men feel the same way when they are encouraged to pursue their dreams. To a woman, it's not about grand gestures, but the quiet, consistent acts of faith that show you're not alone. That is why supporting her dreams isn't just a nice gesture. It's a sign of a profound connection, a shared belief in something greater than the ordinary struggles of life. The principles of Stoicism teach us that only when we can show patience and strength, standing behind the ones we love through their highest moments and their lowest struggles, do we truly understand the meaning of loyalty. Your unwavering support becomes her source of strength, just as it is for you in your own journey. Do not underestimate the power of this. You must be her biggest fan. You must be the one who not only encourages her, but reminds her, in moments of doubt, of her potential. The old Stoic wisdom teaches that love is not a fleeting emotion, but an enduring commitment, nurtured by consistent, meaningful actions. In loving her dreams, you are loving her fully, without hesitation, without fear. This is the kind of love that will bind you together forever. So, when she looks at you with appreciation, remember that you are not just supporting her, you're laying down the foundation of a relationship that will endure through time, an unshakable bond grounded in mutual respect, understanding, and unwavering belief. Be the partner who nurtures her, who gives her the courage to reach for the stars. That's the type of love that will make her melt. 8. When you have fun with her. Men, take note. If you're serious about making your woman feel special, don't forget this golden rule. You must have fun together. Relationships aren't meant to be a never-ending series of deep, philosophical debates or long-winded discussions about life's complexities. While those talks have their place, the secret to deepening your connection lies in something simpler and far more powerful: laughter, joy, and unforgettable moments. It's not always about intense emotions or deep thoughts. Sometimes it's about play. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that seriousness equals commitment. But here's the truth. Seriousness doesn't always breed attraction. On the contrary, fun is a magnet. When you bring lightness and joy into the relationship, you spark a deeper bond. You must find ways to laugh with her, to create memories that make both of you forget about the stresses of life for a while. Don't shy away from the unexpected. Be spontaneous. Take her on a trip you hadn't planned. It doesn't have to be extravagant sometimes. The best memories come from a last-minute weekend getaway. It's the thrill of surprise, the excitement of not knowing exactly what's coming next, that makes your time together electric. This isn't about being a world traveller or an expert in adventure. This is about being present in the moment and embracing the fun that can arise from just living. The most romantic, memorable moments often aren't planned. Dance in the kitchen while you're cooking dinner. Don't worry about looking silly, that's exactly the point. It's in those moments where you can let go of your serious, stoic side and embrace the joy of the present. This spontaneous silliness is something every woman secretly craves in her partner. Show her that you're not just a man of seriousness, but also a man who knows how to enjoy life. You should also consider diving into new, fun activities together. Play video games with her, take on challenges, compete, laugh at each other's mistakes, and celebrate each other's victories. It's not about being a gamer, it's about finding a playful side of yourself that she can connect with. This light-hearted interaction brings you closer and builds the kind of relationship where both of you can relax and be yourselves. The truth is, men fall for women who bring excitement into their lives. But don't forget, The reverse is equally true. Women love men who don't take life too seriously and who can introduce fun and playfulness into the relationship. This is where the practical stoicism comes in. A man who masters the art of balance, of knowing when to be serious and when to relax, becomes irresistible. The Stoic rules remind us that while life brings challenges, we must also embrace the beauty of light-hearted moments. Your path of wisdom isn't just about discipline and control, it's also about knowing when to let go and enjoy life. Relationships thrive when there's mutual excitement, and the best way to nurture that is to keep the fun alive. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that fun and games are for the young or frivolous. Life is short, and so is your time together. Create moments that make her laugh, moments that make her feel alive. These are the experiences she'll remember, cherish, and long for. So here's the bottom line. Don't take yourself too seriously. Be the man who knows how to make her smile, laugh, and feel alive. It's through these shared experiences, these spontaneous bursts of joy, that you truly build a bond. That is the secret to deep connection, and it's an art that every man can master if he remembers the importance of fun in his life. If you believe that fun is the secret to deepening any connection, drop a comment right now. I am the man who brings joy and laughter. Like this video, subscribe for more timeless wisdom, and remember, true strength is in balancing discipline with spontaneity. 9. When you take care of yourself. Men, listen up. If you want to win a woman's heart, it starts with taking care of yourself. Confidence is your greatest ally, and confidence comes from within. When you take care of your mind, body, and soul, not just to impress anyone, but because you truly value yourself, the world sees it. Women are drawn to men who radiate self-love. This is not some superficial game, it's a rule of nature. A man who respects himself commands respect. It's not about striving to be someone you're not, it's about unlocking the fullest version of yourself. And that's where Stoicism comes in. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your self-care routine, mental discipline, and unwavering focus, these are the pillars that set you apart. Taking care of your health isn't optional, it's essential. When you show up looking sharp, feeling strong, and exuding calm, you exude power. It's not arrogance, it's knowing your worth and never apologizing for it. Life is not about settling for mediocrity. You must set high standards, and you must meet them. Men who work on their physical fitness, who nourish their minds with wisdom, and who feed their souls with meaningful connections, these are the men who win. The world today may bombard you with distractions, but true strength lies in focus. You must learn to master yourself. The modern man cannot afford to let himself go, mentally or physically. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's a form of respect. When you practice Stoicism, you cultivate inner peace and resilience. What we do now echoes in eternity, Marcus Aurelius once said. Don't waste your time on distractions. Embrace self, discipline, and invest in your own development. A man who leads with his mind sharp and his body strong is the one who attracts women naturally. When you love yourself, you become the embodiment of strength and security. This is the kind of man women are looking for. You want to win in life? Start with yourself. When you start treating yourself like a king, others will treat you like one. Make self-care non-negotiable. Focus on it daily. It's not about looking good for others. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, the version that can conquer anything. So, take action. Build yourself. Master your life. Let your confidence shine through in every aspect of your being. Don't wait for the world to change. Change yourself first. As Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Win within yourself, and you will win in all areas of your life. 10. When you open up to her emotionally. All right, men, listen up. You need to understand something crucial. Women want to connect with you on a deeper level, and one of the most powerful ways to do this is by opening up emotionally. Now, don't mistake this for being weak or soft. No, this is actually a sign of strength. The great old Stoic wisdom teaches us that true strength doesn't lie in the suppression of emotion, but in the ability to master them. It's about showing that you have an iron mind, you are in control, yet not afraid to be vulnerable when necessary. Be open with her, because it is in this openness that trust is built. When you open up emotionally, you're offering something real, something raw, and this is where the magic happens. It's not about sharing every little feeling, but showing her the pieces of your heart that you hold closest. You must understand that when you open up, you give her a window into your world, and women crave this connection. If you withhold your emotions, it's like you're locking her out of a door she desperately wants to walk through. Don't be afraid to show the side of you that's been hiding for so long. It's what will make her feel safe and cherished. Be a man who can speak from the heart without fear of judgment, because true emotional intimacy isn't built on perfection. It's built on honesty, and honesty takes courage. You don't need to be emotionally fragile, but showing her that you are human, with dreams, fears, and vulnerability, will make her fall for you in a way that no facade ever will. This is a core lesson in Stoic principles. Strength doesn't come from an iron mask, but from an iron mind that knows when to reveal and when to guard. Be emotionally available, share the real you, and you'll notice that her attraction to you will deepen as the emotional bond between you grows stronger. This is what makes her melt, when she can see that you trust her enough to reveal your inner self. If you've reached this point, you've unlocked one of the most powerful secrets to building an unshakable bond with her. True strength comes from vulnerability, and when you open up emotionally, you're not only strengthening your connection, but you're also becoming the man she truly admires. Comment below. I'm ready to build a deeper connection, if you're ready to take that first step toward emotional depth and connection. 11. When you love him for who he truly is. Be mindful when a man looks at a woman and truly sees her, without the filter of expectation or the desire to mold her into someone she's not. It's like a spark in a dark room. He's not merely admiring what she presents, but he's admiring the core of her being, the parts she might not even show to the world. And that is what makes love unforgettable, powerful, and rare. It's a bond forged in the purity of understanding, in the quiet acceptance of what's real and true. Think about it. Stoic rules teach us that to find peace, you must embrace who you are. The same applies to relationships. When you understand who you are, and you find someone who sees that same truth in you, it's magnetic. It's a powerful force. Practical Stoicism encourages us to live without pretense, to be content with our true selves. When this is mirrored in love, something beautiful happens. It isn't about changing her, it's about accepting her, flaws and all. And when she feels this acceptance, this authentic love, she'll begin to melt. Imagine this: the woman who thought she wasn't worthy of love, the woman who's been judged by the world's standards, the woman who has always felt like she needed to put on a mask to fit in. She'll feel seen for the first time, not because of her success or her external features, but because of who she truly is. You must understand that this is the kind of love that nurtures. It's a love that lasts. It's rooted in respect and honesty, not in the shallow waters of appearance and wealth. This kind of deep, soulful love isn't easy to find, but it's the kind of love you must aim for. Be aware, many people settle for less because it's easier. The world teaches us to seek love for all the wrong reasons, based on looks, on wealth, on status. But real, lasting love has a deeper foundation. It's built on recognizing the soul of the person in front of you, and this kind of love will make a woman melt, because for once, she doesn't need to be anyone else. She's enough, just as she is. Don't settle for anything less than love that sees your partner for who they truly are. That is the kind of love that practical Stoicism would encourage us to pursue. It's the kind of love that is rooted in wisdom, acceptance, and genuine affection for the soul beneath the surface. All right, my friends, that's it for today's video. I hope you found some real value in this. Now tell me, which one of these spoke to your heart? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and say love if you enjoyed this video. Remember, my love, you are worthy of deep, passionate, and lasting love. Never settle for anything less. Keep that in your heart as you go out there and shine. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and, as always, take care of yourselves.